Ever joined, you are so welcome to empower yourself through NLP. And everybody who made it tonight, please give yourself a big hand. Hey, you dedicated your evening to learning, and it's worth it because there are so many ways how you can empower yourself. And NLP is a really, really amazing way. I would like to share with you a little story. We are here with Illuminations Wellness Center, and Illuminations offers all healing services and many different services. And we can certainly say it is the top wellness center, not only in Dubai, but also in UAE. And I would like to say in the world. Can we do a big hand for Illuminations? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I was thinking about the aspect of NLP that has specially empowered me. And I was thinking about an incident with my best girlfriend, Mara. She's in Cologne and she loves psychotherapy, like me, is trained as a counselor with all kinds of therapies, like me. She's a healer. I would say I'm a healer. And she does emotional release techniques just as I, and she is an NLP trainer. So we would say, we tell our clients work-life balance. How about we do it ourselves? So as we were committing to do it ourselves in a German way, this is when I worked in an institute on Venloer Straße in Cologne, every Thursday at 6 p.m. So every Thursday at 6 p.m. sharp, we went on what is called the Green Belt. In Dubai, you also have golf courses and several areas that are marvelously beautiful, gardens and garden-looking areas. So in Cologne, there's like a belt, and it takes pretty much like 1 hour to go around it. And so when she was picking me up on that one Thursday, I was in the middle of a call with the client, which I had to say, may I call you back in 2 hours? And I was just about to make a ticket. And the ticket was dependent on the organizer. I went to Brazil, on the organizer in Brazil to confirm my trainings there. It was quite some time ahead, but the ticket you would earn, or let's say you would not lose more than 50% of the ticket. So I was thinking, should I do the ticket? Should I not buy the ticket today? Why is the organizer not answering? Busy with the day-to-day thoughts. When, boom, 6 o'clock, we go on the walk. And as I am walking, I'm still thinking, should I do this? Should I do that? And, you know, and then I was thinking about someone who's working with me who has forgotten many things, and that annoyed me. And so it was 8 minutes into the meditation walk that I noticed I'm working. This is not meditation time. I'm not resting. I'm not relaxing. I am thinking. I am working. Now, I was already an NLP trainer at that time, and I luckily knew what to do. I noticed very quickly how I was thinking, And some of the pictures that I made of the future and of the past, and I knew how to change the picture into black and white and swoosh it a little bit further away. Oh, and that was already a big relief for me at that time. And then I noticed that my working, you could even say my stress, had to do with talking inside of my head. Should I do this? Should I do this? Is this the better thing? Is this not the better thing? And with internal arguing and judgment making. Judgment about something that was not even there in this time. And this time was dedicated to meditation. So after I not only reduced the volume of the limiting, worrisome, stressful internal dialogue, I changed it into now meditation time. Now is now. And in NLP, we have what is called the Nlp meditation. And I did it right then. I see with my eyes what my eyes see now as I was walking in nature. I hear with my ears what my ears hear now. I was walking in nature and heard the birds, the wind through the leaves, the sound of the buzzing bees in the rich meadow. And I feel what I feel in my body, not emotionally, in my body, tactile now. And I was aware of my sandals on the floor. It was a hot summer day in July in Cologne. And feeling the sun on my skin and feeling the brush of the wind on my skin. And also being able to notice the smell of the beautiful fireweeds and the smell of grass and nature. And needless to say, the beauty of the greens and the flowers and the colors. So once all my senses were there, the rest of this 1 hour was a wonderful meditation, enjoying the moment, enjoying nature, enjoying myself. Incidentally, I noticed that Mara, my girlfriend, we walked next to each other, also had some sort of, moving around and nervousness, you could say. I knew something was up for her too. For the first part of our walk, later, she as well would go into this deeper relaxation. After the walk, we always go back to the office and then, of course, talk, because we have so much to talk about. What are emotions? How are emotions linked to our thoughts? What is our conscious mind doing? What is the subconscious part? And needless to say, of course, NLP reflections on neuro-linguistic programming and how we think, how we talk to ourselves, and what is the program that results consequently. So we were sharing, and I said, well, I at the beginning was really sinking in to some thoughts that were work and that had nothing to do with our meditation. And then she shared that she left the house while having a small argument with her beloved husband, Ivan. And while she was walking, she would actually go through that talking and revisit the talk, in a way where you go, I wish I would have said that. He shouldn't have said that, and do that inner reflection. And both of us noticed that how lucky we were to be able to change it around and to be able to switch the internal pictures and change their color, dimension, size, vibrancy, and effect on us, and to change the internal dialogue from a limiting one to a wonderful one. What a wonderful world. Are some of the things that I said to myself and that I said to Mara within our discussion, how lucky we are to have some amazing tools to better influence this inner process that is called thinking. This was sometime in, I believe, 1992-93, and it was right when I had learned NLP already since about 5-6 years, and I was already teaching it because I got it in 1987 for the first time in Seattle. So welcome to empower yourself through NLP. Neuro-Linguistic Programming has everything to do with how we think, build neural pathways, how we talk about our experience to ourselves and to others. L stands for linguistics, or you could call it language. And then you could make a mathematical equation and go N plus L equals P, and P could stand for pattern or for program. NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. So when we were discussing, we were saying, you know, it really matters how we talk to ourselves. And it also really matters which thoughts we entertain on the level of pictures. Because your brain makes pictures, and it already makes them. And it makes them according to what is available from the subconscious and the conscious. So it easily just brings forth patterns. Many times, old programs, either pictures and movies from the past about something that already happened and is long gone, or making pictures about the worst future, or pictures about something that is disputable, like my inner story on the organizer and the ticket, and should I get the ticket, and should I not get the ticket? And are we not all having a tendency to think too much, to do inner discussions too long, and mainly and mostly unnecessarily? And those unnecessary thoughts, picture, and dialogue patterns have to change, can change, and most resourcefully change through the methods, concepts, and techniques of neuro-linguistic programming. Welcome to this evening. And here, as we are doing NLP as we are discussing NLP, and I will share some tools and tricks and tools with you, I also will announce an upcoming training that if you choose to know more about it or want more information or want to join, you will be able to do so in the 1 hour from now. So you could say it's also a promotional seminar for the upcoming NLP training. I'm Dr. Doris, and I'm one of 7 master trainers in the world. There is some master trainers that come from who is called Richard Bandler and John Grinder. They're the 2 originators who started NLP in Santa Cruz, California in the end of 70s. And very soon, a wonderful woman joined them. Her name is Christina Hall. She's just an owner and decision maker within the Society of NLP as the 2 gentlemen. And I am the SNLP chapter for the Gulf and also for India. Society of NLP is the highest standard of NLP. It is the original NLP. Unfortunately, with most bodies of knowledge, like with most bodies of knowledge, there's been, cutting and pasting and shortcutting. And as in the East, the practitioner has gone down from 18 days to 5 days. Of course, it can have only that much information. However, how the information is taught is the difference. So I'm very proud to announce to you that after 12 years of psychotherapy, and originally I'm a naturopathic doctor, all of those therapies, healing ideas, and releasing emotional energies techniques I have brought together with neuro-linguistic programming in a way that you get to pack tools into your pocket that you can use as a coach or for yourself, from yourself. As I'm going to just about go into a little exercise or a little experience with you, I'm curious who of you, first, if it's possible for you to put on the video, it would really be super. Who of you, I'm seeing Sydney and Cindy, Shireen and Shireen. Who of you is also interested in coaching? Can I see hands? Or you can put your little hand symbol. Okay. Who is more interested in the use for yourself? Can I see hands? Okay. So basically, I would like to investigate. Shireen, are you still here? Oh, thank you, Sharina. Are you still here, Shireen? Shireen Sabri? I was wondering whether I can do a small demo with one of you. Oh, your battery is low. Okay, so what we should go through then, let's do it as a group. So as a group, let's do a little exercise. And the exercise is Kitam Ahindi, you are so very welcome. And the exercise has to do with how we talk to ourselves inside. So I would like for you to do a simple thing. I'm going to give you a message that you will speak inside your head, and you will simply not analyze it, not do anything with it, whether it's comfortable or not, and you will just speak it over and over and over again. And I give it, oh, we are on Facebook, so I can't. Okay, normally the exercises that I pass on the message and the rest of you would know it. Let me do it the following way. Would you please simply inside your head think and say to yourself, I can't do it. It's very hard. And as you say, I can't do it. It's very hard. For a moment, observe your facial features, your breathing rate, your emotion, and what happens. And would you then please stand up? And shake that state of mind off. Thank you. And let's go into state number 2. This was state number 1. And now we are going to do state number 2. So when we go into state number 2, would you please now say to yourself inside, not out loud, but inside your head, I can do it. It's very easy. I can do it. And keep on saying that sentence inside. Meanwhile, observe your facial features. Observe your breathing. And what happens in your physiology. Very well. How does it affect your energy, your emotions? And then, would you please stand up now? Very good. So can we please share? What did you experience? What was the difference of the first message to yourself and then the second message to yourself? Okay. Can someone share? All right, I'll read it in the chat. So when we say to ourselves, I can't do it, and anything like it is hard, it's difficult, then of course it is difficult. And even the rate through which you can stand up is making a difference. When you say to yourself, I can do it, pass on positive messages, and you go, okay, stand up now. It was easier and it was faster. So we want to be aware of the thoughts that we carry and the thoughts that we have. Give me just 1 minute. I am looking for the slide for you. Am I still sharing? So basically, if we say, I can't do it, that's what is consequently happening. And if we say, I can do it, then that is what is happening. And please notice that neuro-linguistic programming is about shifting our inner pictures and our inner stories. And it is about shifting to a new and positive oriented, helpful inner story. That is a very big difference to most other therapies. And we could say, what is the difference between psychology and NLP? The difference between psychology and NLP is the following. Psychology asks why and goes for the details of when something happened, with who it happened, what happened, and psychology is brilliant at making the family connections and understanding that our programming comes from our parents and teachers and whoever was incremental in our upbringing. Neuro-linguistic programming is not so interested in that information only because it takes so long and it's kind of tedious. Neuro-linguistic programming's focus is, what is your outcome? What do you want to accomplish? And what is important to you and for you about it, and what is your bigger purpose? When you ask yourself these questions, your focus will be somewhere else. I believe people don't have problems and people don't need fixing. People only need to learn how to reorganize their patterns of thinking so that you basically learn how to positively, wonderfully, helpfully program yourself. That's what neuro-linguistic programming is about. Let me show you the upcoming slides to just back up. what we have experienced together just now. So, first thing is awareness. Of course, you will say right now, no, I don't want to speak negative, or most people say, I already done so much self-development, I don't use negative voices. Well, we do. The brain does. And it is natural that there are stories inside of us. What if this happens, or this? Stories that have to do with worry, with making negative pictures about the future, and simply flatten us and make it impossible for us to win, to succeed, to get what we want. So if you look at this man, he's lying flat down and literally cannot move. In our little demo states of mind, either you were not getting up or you were getting up much slower because of saying to yourself, I can't do it. Now, the second part of the exercise was to say to yourself, I can do it, it's easy. So if you say to yourself, I can do it and it's easy, it's like the inner thumbs up. As you look through those eyes, you could say spectacles, and hear through those ears, you will hear different things, perceive different things, and you literally will make it possible. In our exercise, stand up more quickly, more rapidly, and more powerfully. The consequences of our negative mindsets are they can damage relationships. They can create, we say, negative spiral, vicious circle patterns in our processing, to the degree that we don't function as good as we can, up to functioning poorly, up to possibly losing a job, up to possibly creating illnesses in the body, up to possibly losing relationships. And it affects everyone around you and your environment. So when you do something about what it is that you want to accomplish, and when you do something about stopping negative internal dialogues, stopping internal conflict, reducing the horrible stories and pictures your mind may make, and simply learning how to interrupt and shift what goes on inside, positive mindsets help you to get what it is that you want, to look through those eyes and literally attract the right kind of relationships, the positive environments and positive effects into your life. And for you, not now together, but for you yourself, would you please ask yourself, how is my life going to be in 3 months from now? And in 6 months from now? And in a year from now? And those answers should help you tremendously to find out what is your mindset and how to change your mindset and how to transform your mindset more powerfully and positively. Neuro stands for our thoughts, our sensory input from the brain, And linguistics are connected to the meaning making that begins when we use language to speak to ourselves, which result in a pattern, or we can say program. That's where that rather complicated word neuro-linguistic programming comes from. It is a large body of skills that brings amazing, powerful behavior results. It's a large body of techniques that you can accumulate as a leader, as a healer, and as a coach to most effectively empower yourself and empower whoever you talk to. So I would like, before we complete the live part of the show for tonight, everybody can stay in Zoom and we can discuss more. I would like for you to notice that you can participate in the upcoming two 2 or 5 day program at Illuminations with me called NLP Foundation or NLP Practitioner Certification. Our certifications are triple certifications through Conscious Solutions, licensed international certifying body, and ABNLP and Society of NLP. When you see the little logo on the right side, that is the logo that you should quickly get when you Google NLP and you find out about its origination. I know most of the senior meta master trainers, and I'm one of only 8 NLP master trainers of the NLP Connection Society of NLP worldwide. I'm practicing and certifying in neuro-linguistic programming since 35 years. I am Dr. Doris, and you are so welcome. Everybody, please stay